Salutations once again, Internet. Welcome back. We are the Renegades, and today we are continuing our reintroduction to favorites of ours from the Rooster Teeth kinship.
Yep, since camp is over and I got here early, I figured, why not? Let's get some more recording done.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of recording in. Case in point, we have the Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures here.
Yup.
We were supposed to have 95 through 100, but in the list that we were watching, we missed one.
Yeah, so the list missed an internet conversation. So, also, I would have sworn that, we'd already watched these, but I guess we haven't.
Yeah,
So,
I guess. But we've seen them before, but it's always good to have a refresher on them. As a matter
I
of
must
fact,
be thinking of the time when I watched them originally.
probably,
Way
which
back
was
in the
years
day.
ago. Which was years ago in
Yeah.
some cases for these.
My brain is weird.
All brains are weird, man.
Anyway, so
All brains
all right,
matter.
so we're gonna get the lost episode,
Yes.
an internet conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna hit 96 through 100.
That's right.
So let's do this thing.
Here we go.
This is a radio play between Baby Brunette 33 and Andrew Blanchard.
Hey, what's up? I'm a 24-year-old female. ... You?
Beep, boop, boop, bop, bop.
I'm not desperate. I just enjoy talking to people online. Especially via webcam. Do you webcam?
You are not real.
Thank you,
Oh,
Joel.
less than 3. Are you signed up to any dating sites? I wanted to join Adult Friend Finder, but they charge too much.
My mommy says I am not supposed to do that.
Anytime I take a break from schoolwork, I jump online.
This is just like Skynet.
I am a true autogonostophiliac? What the fuck? Which means I have a fetish for being on camera. Winky smiley face. Lol.
smiley
Have you ever used Secret Cam Session?
I have a feeling you are not listening to me.
It is an adult site that allows us to chat and even go live like Skype. My link is insert URL.
I didn't ask.
If you go there, my picture will load.
I will destroy you.
Yeah, you just click the accept invite button on the bottom left.
Yeah, there's
and
actually
it'll
an
connect
annotation
us.
to go to
if
for
you're
that
camera
one.
shy,
That's
you don't have to show
terrifying.
yourself. I'm the one with the fetish, remember? Lol.
We are obviously having separate conversations here.
Lol.
Why are you ignoring me? Just like a real woman! Explanation point.
All woman here, baby. Winky smiley face.
Excellent.
And
Point.
scene.
And scene. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Okay, if you clicked the accept invite button on the bottom of the screen, it actually the video's private now, but it used to be a little animated video that it was actually you went to Bernie in his female character, and he's like, "Oh, I see you've joined me. So tell you what, how about we talk about some stuff and." I start doing, and then all of a sudden he starts like posturing his cleavage up, his
tennis
his
balls.
ball cleavage.
Yep.
And one of them pops out. He's like, "Oh, god dang it!" It goes down, and the video ends.
That's amazing.
And it was absolutely hilarious.
That's
I remember when that
amazing.
originally happened. Oh gosh! And now
Man.
let's go back to the
All right.
ones that we were supposed to be
So,
watching.
We begin with
Brandon explains magnets. Actually, no, wait. We Okay, no.
No,
We
Brandon
means is it?
Wait. All right, Nate. Pull up our old videos.
Oh gosh. Let's see.
We're doing it live. F it.
Yeah. We're trying to see where we left off.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh,
Okay, here we go. Oh, Lady Nevermore.
that's
She made
not a
it.
full playlist anymore.
Oh no, it's not.
That's closer.
Let's see.
91
through 95. Let's see what the last one is.
So, yeah, it's not.
It's in the description here.
Is it?
There's a
not.
playlist.
Yep. So, no, you're going to have to go further back because we talked a lot more in those. That is.
Lost and Found.
Yep. So,
Let's see.
right, let's keep going just to make sure. No, wait. That was
Smelly.
smelly and yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
Brandon explains magnets.
Wait. Yep, the one right above it is
Famous smelly people.
famous smelly people. Yep. Brandon explains magnets.
Hey, you won that one.
Let's see if Brandon can explain the science.
I don't think he can.
I don't think he
This is Brandon we're talking about.
It's true.
This is
Yep.
Here we go.
Thank you, I didn't even notice who put that playlist together, but you're cool people.
Thank you.
Hey.
I want to get this started with a conversation I had with Brandon yesterday. Brandon was talking about how he was hiking one time, and he wasn't worried about getting lost because he had his iPhone. And I said, how does the compass on the iPhone work? I said, if the radio's disabled, you don't get a signal, does the compass still work?
You gotta stop saying compass.
Yeah,
by
for
the way.
real, man.
Compass?
How do you say it?
Compass.
Compass. Okay, does the compass still work? And he said, yeah, it still works. And I didn't believe him, so I checked. I enabled airplane mode on my phone, and the compass still worked just fine. I was like, that's weird. I don't know how it works. Brandon said there must be a magnet in there, and I said, I don't think there's a magnet because it would fuck with the cell phone. So then he goes, well, you know how magnets work anyway, right?
Oh,
Here we go.
He goes, there's a giant mineral deposit in Canada that attracts all the magnets in the world, and that's why they all point to it. And I go, yep. He goes, yeah, it's right under the South Pole in Canada is where this mineral deposit is. I go, yep, that's why all magnets point north. And I said, excuse me, I had to leave. So I went down to my office to start typing this down, and then like 2 seconds later, he came rushing in behind me. He's like, I just want to clarify something. He goes, I know that the South Pole's in Antarctica. I'm talking about the magnetic South Pole. That's in Canada. Oh my God. And I go, yeah. He just gave me a quizzical look, and I go, Brandon, we're agreeing here. And he goes, okay, and walked out. Man, that guy's a fucking scientist.
Yep.
A cyan derp.
Okay, so the interesting thing about magnets, there is actually a magnetometer in the phone, a sensor that will detect magnetic fields.
Yeah.
I know this because where I worked, the labs that I worked in and around NMR units. Now, NMR stands for nuclear magnetic resonance.
Okay.
And it basically works like an MRI for atoms.
Okay.
So you subject an atom to a magnetic field, or a molecule, and particular atoms, specifically hydrogen and carbon are the two big ones.
Yeah.
You can actually see how they are interacting with the molecules around them, or with the atoms around them, and get an actual image, essentially, of what the molecule looks like. Those things are basically really powerful magnets. And they're super cool, so that the charge inside, you don't have to just constantly run them, because that would be a lot of power.
Of course it would be.
So my phone, the magnetometer has gotten screwed up.
Because of
that. Because now, instead of my phone seeing the direction I'm facing, it's about 45 degrees off.
So the magnetometer.
Yep.
Pretty much made your phone take a gigantic left turn.
Yes. So for example,
North is now east.
yeah, when I'm driving in my car and I turn on navigation, it claims that I am facing 45 degrees to the left of the way I'm actually facing. The worst part of it is,
It's like you're driving down the car, your car down the road sideways.
I'm just constantly power sliding.
Exactly. It's like
I am.
It's like you are Drift King.
No,
you are Drift
no,
King.
here's the thing.
Screw Lucas Black. You are
It
Drift
doesn't matter
King.
where I am, because I am in Tokyo. I'm drifting that hard.
The Far East, motherfucker.
There you go. No, but the worst part of it is, so I just remembered this yesterday because I finally got Pokemon Go working on my phone again because of the whole route debacle. So
ahead,
when you
go ahead,
put
I'm
the
sorry.
map direct, like you can click on the compass and it'll go straight north-south, or you can click it again and it will face your back. So it'll be like the Lakitu from Super Mario 64 where the camera's just right behind you all the time.
Yeah.
45 degrees off.
It's like
Which
like
is the worst.
always turned left.
Yeah.
Jesus, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Mean squirrels and blind people. Is the
Means.
next.
Oh. All right. Have you you ever had problem with squirrels or various other sorts of wildlife rodents?
Yes, I have.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Where I used to live, I used to live way back in the boonies.
Hey, yo.
Like I've told you all, if you are first time watching this, I was born in a backwoods area. I'm talking about I didn't experience the internet until I was a teenager, until I'd moved out of the as they call it, the holler.
Oh yes.
I
Yes, no.
lived in a holler. It was
As-
called Rocky Fork, which they've managed to move the internet up there now. They managed to get a lot. They managed to wire internet up there and everything.
Yep.
But
As-
my upbringing was pretty much just low, just down to earth. You work, and you get your hands dirty. I mean, I was a 5-year-old kid, and I was working with my dad to help remodel the house. I was like hammering nails into the. Dad said he said it doesn't matter how many nails you hammer into this piece of wood, son. Just make sure that it is secure to the one board underneath it. That's all I'm needing.
And you're just like, okay,
And
got this.
I hammered like 20 nails in.
good man.
It was like they were all like an inch apart. And Dad comes over. He's like, "Good job, son. Good job. Now step back. We're gonna put the carpet down." And it's just all right. I'm like, all right, Pa." and that
I
one
helped.
and I was like, that one part of the floor was underneath the connecting part to the new bathroom that they just put in, and it's just like that is gonna be the and Dad was looking. He's like, "Son, that's gonna be the sturdiest floor anyone's ever gonna walk on." But
Because it's mostly iron now.
because it is pretty much. But anyway, we had varmints back there,
Oh yes.
and my dad was hell of a shot. He had a .22 rifle and his 30-06. His 30-06 was what he reserved if a big animal came and decided to f with us.
Oh, yeah.
because there'd been sightings of bears back there and everything. So
Yes.
you're just like, ain't gonna play that shit.
you have to be wary of bears
Yes.
back in the holler.
Yeah.
Now I say that, but I have a bunch of relatives.
Yeah.
Like my dad and all of his family grew up in a very similar area, so I understand.
Yeah. So there you go.
Like
but,
my dad grew up in the.
But
Great
there was
Depression,
one in
I know.
particular. There's one in particular. We had a tree house. Squirrels had gone in there. Like how I used to have it. I had a little chest that I had in there, and I hid my little snacks in like Ziploc baggies. And
Oh
everything.
yeah.
I don't know what happened. Maybe the squirrels like dug into it.
They're like,
And
it's off for it now.
well, they
motherfucker."
dig into it, and I open the thing up, and there's like 6 squirrels in this thing, and I'm just like, holy crap! I shut the thing, and all of a sudden I hear out from underneath. They're all like go climbing on the limbs out from
and
under,
you're just like,
and I'm just like mortified. I'm like, what the heck? And my dad came up, and he's like, all right, son, I'm gonna teach you a very valuable lesson. See these little pellets? Do not eat them. And I'm like, I'm not gonna eat them,
those
Pop. I know
are
better.
Not raisins.
And all of a sudden, Dad like pours a bit of it in the bottom of it, pours a bit of it in the corners of the house and everything. And he puts some random food, food crumbs around it
Yep.
and everything. Get them enticed to come in.
And the squirrels went to a farm upstate.
No,
That's no.
no, that actually one of the funniest things was that I was inside of the treehouse, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I'm like whittling away. I'm like whittling a sharp stick, and all of a sudden I hear, and I look up and something hit the roof. Something hit the roof, and all of a sudden I see it, and we had a little window out the side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dead squirrel.
Roll,
just
roll.
it was just like just fell off the side and hit the ground, and I'm like, dang, Dad, that worked. and dad's like, told you, son, told you.
Speaking
Go
of
ahead.
seeing squirrels fall, I saw a squirrel fall out of a tree onto. I was walking my dog, and just all of a sudden, I just hear thud, and I turn around, and there's a squirrel just laying there, and one of the branches up above is shaking rather violently, and I'm like, did that squirrel just fall out of a tree?
Maybe it committed suicide.
What? Well, so I'm like, okay, gotta get the dog home, and I'm gonna see about this squirrel.
Yeah.
I get back, the squirrel's gone. So the squirrel was fine.
Yeah, he just fell out of the tree.
He's just,
and just
and he was just laying there, just like. You ever have one of those moments where you do something so stupid,
yeah.
and you just sit there and you're just like, I did this.
I should have
This
thought
is a
this
thing
through.
that happened.
Yeah,
And it's
you
my
have
fault.
you have that moment of recall where you're just like, this could have gone so much better if I'd have just used my head.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
This
I've
all
been
could have
there.
been avoided if you've just been cool.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
you
in
get up
that.
and you're like, all right.
Yeah, I was.
That squirrel
Been
just
there.
had one of those moments. That's exactly
hilarious.
what happened.
That's hilarious.
But anyway, mean squirrels and blind people.
All right, here we go.
When I first moved into my house, I had a problem where there was a squirrel where every time it saw me, it would throw stuff at me. If I would walk outside and the squirrel was in a tree, he would find like branches or like nuts or whatever to throw at me, and he would hit me. Then he tried to piss on me once. I was like standing in my lawn, and all of a sudden like liquid started falling next to me, and I was like, "What's that?" And I look up, and there's a squirrel like pissing down, like straight right next to me. I'm like, it's the fucking squirrel.
You're getting bullied.
There's one guy, there's one homeless person in town, and he's a blind dude. His name is Nathan, and he always acts like he's lost. He's like, where am I? I don't know.
Wait, I know that guy. Yeah, no, he did the same thing. I'm going to be honest, I felt really bad about this. One time he ran into me and he gave me that whole spiel. He's like, oh yeah, I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. But like, I've run into people like that before. But I slowly started to walk away mid-sentence to see if he was like really blind.
It's like a T-Rex.
Like, I just kind of like slowly tiptoed away. And
Dude,
just like ran out of fucking class. I had to go. I was like, I'm sorry, I just have to go.
If it makes you feel any better, Miles, a blind guy tapped me on campus with his cane. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm in your way. But he did not move around me. He proceeded to try and feel for what was in front of him, which was me, but I was very scared and I didn't know how to respond. I was like, So I went with, it's okay, it's me. It's me, man.
It's me. It's me, man.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, I've had relatives who have had ailments. Had an uncle who lost an eye in an unfortunate farming accident. By farming accident, I think, as my dad put it, he loved the moonshine. So I think it was his own fault.
So what you're saying is there was likely corn involved.
I really don't know. Probably corn. Probably. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly,
Perhaps a high pressure system. That's all we'll say.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So,
Dude, I'm you realize I'm talking about making moonshine, right?
I know.
Okay, just
Well,
making sure.
Well, he loves the moonshine. Well, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to like. He loved the moonshine. He manufactured some of it, and I think he also drank too much of it. So.
And it probably wasn't distilled properly, and yeah, don't drink methanol, kids.
No.
Methanol is not suitable for consumption.
No, it is not. All right. Speaking of not meant for consumption, Barbara Punkelman, the puns.
Good transition.
I swear, if
Good job.
I swear, if puns were a commodity, if puns were a full commodity, and there was financial livelihood riding on them,
Oh, she'd be rich.
oh no, she wouldn't just be rich. She would be one of the what is it? It's like, like an oil, whenever an oil rig
Like
hits,
an oil baron?
not like an oil baron, but she'd be like a spout, like an oil,
Oh, yeah.
we struck oil.
Yep.
And it's just like
A
Barbara
geyser.
spouting, geyser.
Yep.
She'd be like a geyser of puns, and everyone would just be flocking to her just to get the puns and
Those
everything.
Sweet, sweet puns.
Yeah. So, Barbara Dunkelman, everybody's favorite resident Canadian Jew who works for Rooster Teeth. She is. Is Micah here?
Yeah, give me just a minute.
But she is. I think that's him.
We're professionals. Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
So,
we're professionals.
dang it. All right. So.
All right.
Is he here? Or is
Yeah,
he?
I told him to wait just a minute.
All
right.
But
Barbara
Punkelman.
Punkelman.
She is a resident Canadian Jew, and she is she's hilarious.
She's basically their Caleb.
She is, and she's their Punisher.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch this, and I'm probably gonna let Mike in so he
Okay.
can finish these with us. Hold
All
on.
right, that'll
Here
work.
we go.
Barbara always had time to stick in some shitty pun. You're like so quick-witted in the worst way.
I
do
had
that
a
too.
lunch that I bought simply because the title of it was Bon Appetit.
Oh my god. The
Bon
Bon
appetit.
Appetit puns lasted for 3 weeks. You would show up my doorway going, I'm about to eat Bon Appetit. Oh, it's like, get the fuck out. Bon voyage. I can't stand it.
Bon voyage.
I'm looking forward to Hitman. It's one of my
I hear it's going to be a hit, man.
Jeez.
There you go.
I finally got around to watching Argo It's a fucking good movie.
Some may say it's our good.
Oh, Jesus.
Boo.
That's what my life goal is, to go to Whataburger and eat a burger by myself and say, man, what a burger.
Wow.
And what's stopping you, Bar?
Another
It's
life
Texas.
goal of mine is to
Whataburger's
go to
huge
denial
there.
and stand in it and be like, I'm in denial, and then leave.
Boo.
Fourth largest company in the world when it completely just went under.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Something went wrong.
Boo.
Thank you, Barbara.
What is illegal to eat?
Eagle.
That is funny. That's the exact thing I thought of too.
Are you trying to say eating eagle is not eagle?
Wow.
Boo.
Actually, I'll give her props on Le Eagle. That one's actually pretty good. All right, hold on 1 second. I shall
All
return.
right. So I will entertain the peoples. Hello. How's it going? Nate, you might be able to hear is running downstairs. I'm gonna go to the door. Wait for it. Yep, you got the door. He's let Mike in. Initial chatting. They're starting to come upstairs. Nate's talking about me and how bad I am at my job. Nate has walked back in.
And I'm being followed by a certain hairy individual.
And there's Micah. And now Micah's on the couch. Hello, Micah.
All right.
How are you, sir?
Let me activate his mic. There we
All
go.
right.
Should be on now, Micah.
Hey, we found Micah.
Hello, everyone.
How is things? Things is good. Things is good. Okay, we gonna keep going now.
Yeah, we're going to keep going. We're
So what were you guys watching?
Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So let's see here.
Because people want them back, so we're doing them.
They're coming back.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
Yep.
Bye.
And
See you in the back. All right.
yeah, we got two more.
Famous asteroid. All right. So let's see.
This one's with Joel.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, man.
No, there's two in this one. I know what the other one is. The other one is Gus telling a story about when he was first dating Esther and her finding out that he might have been a big deal on the internets.
That is kind of a weird thing. Like when people find out, it's like, yeah, I helped my friend Nate out with his YouTube channel. They're like, oh, how many subscribers do you have? 87,000. They're like,
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's like, but they don't realize like their volume goes. Whoop.
Yeah,
Oh,
their volume goes
And
from
you're
like
just
from like a casual 3 to like a enticed
Yeah.
9 or 10.
Yep.
It's like, what?
Because they're thinking like, oh, that's cute. They might have like 500 subscribers or something. It's like
87,000.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, thankfully I started this like when I started dating Elena, we weren't that big.
yeah.
In
it
fact,
grew.
I don't know that I'd even actually started with us, like with the channel yet.
Yeah, Elena
So-
came before your
my big
your
debut.
breakout internet
Yeah.
sensationalism.
Gosh.
Yeah, which is probably for the best. So
Probably.
yeah, because how do you explain this?
Well, honey, I'm an internet celebrity.
Well, that's honestly
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal on the YouTubes.
like the women I've dated since I've started this.
Mm-hmm.
It has been the conversation always comes up. It's like, oh, so what do you do?
I'm a YouTube celebrity.
And whenever I say this, I'm like, well, I make money off the internet, and they're like,
And they probably think that you're like dealing drugs or something.
maybe. But here's what I say. I'm like, oh, I make money off of the internet. I mean, and they say,
There you
oh,
go.
through a website I know. I'm like, yeah, through YouTube. And they're like, oh, so you do.
So you're not a drug dealer.
So it's just like, so you're a YouTuber, and I'm like, yeah, I'm to some extent, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. And then they say, so what do you do on there? I'm like, well, we do reviews, reactions, video game gameplay, and all that. And then eventually, how many subscribers do you have?
And you're just like,
and then I'm like, 87,500, and actually it's varied over time. It's just been like 70 some odd thousand or 75 or 80,000, and the response is always the exact same thing. It's always
prove it.
No, it's no. Eventually it comes to that, but their first response is really?
Yeah.
And they're just like eventually like one or two, like if they ask one or two questions, and if they don't believe you after those one or two questions, they're always like, prove it. And I show them. I'm like, okay, here we are. That's our channel right there.
Like,
and that's
it's ours because that's me on the couch.
Yep.
That's me right there.
Yep.
That's Micah, and that's Ben, and
hey.
So
okay, I'm going to derail this further.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Do it.
When you said I make money on the internet, a conversation popped into my head. So I was closing at work last week, and of course I was hiding in the back because it was super slow. It was a Tuesday night, and so this other guy was hiding back there with me, and we were actually looking at job listings.
Of course, yeah.
And so we were joking about how the only jobs there, and somehow we made on Craigslist. So unless you're like a Class A CDL, or they were looking for in like a state over, which I don't know how that popped up in the job search results, a young woman for BDSM videos. So obviously we didn't fit that.
Well, Micah, there was that one time in high school.
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to shift the focus for me to my unnamed coworker.
Good call.
I was like, yeah, I don't think I could fit that. I was like, but man, maybe you should go for it. And he was like, well, there was this one time.
And I was
like, and he was real super casual about it. And I was like,
sometimes they are.
And I was like, where is this going? And
it's somewhere else.
He was like, I worked for this chat service where like guys would like I guess it was like a texting thing or like an instant messaging thing.
No way.
And so basically he got paid to masquerade as like this like leggy Swedish blonde girl and would just like chat with guys. But it wasn't like none of it was overtly like dirty. It was all innuendo.
Oh my gosh.
And he was telling me about this and just being really casual about it. So I was sitting there looking at him just like horrified. I was just like, and he was like, I mean, it got weird sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you think?
No shit. Oh, God.
Because we were talking about like ways to make money or something on the internet and stuff, or things like stripping and like that BDSM job posting, and then that came up and he was just super casual about it. I'm like, and this is the last thing you would expect from this guy, and I didn't know what to say. I was just like,
what?
But just the fact that like he
when you said like a leggy Swedish, I was like,
what?
Was her name El?
Well, I don't know.
Well, she was from Austin Powers.
Why did I started to say, have you talked to us?
No.
But like they had like
Austin Powers. What about your Swedish nanny named Elga?
But they had like this. I guess they had like this profile made up. So they're like, this is who they think they're talking to. You
pretend.
Roll with it.
You pretend.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
And so now there's like this. They'll run this commercial for this like phone call service where you can chat with like other people, but it's of course it's like this young attractive girl and it looks like I don't know, like a sexy thing. And so now I always think of my coworker. I'm like, that's really who you're talking to.
Sexy time.
Oh, and I was so freaked out. So.
Internet, you've learned something here today.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Not necessarily about Micah's unnamed coworker.
No.
But about life.
About life.
Yeah. It's never as good as it's portrayed.
And on that note, let's start this video because
famous asteroid.
Quick distraction.
When I first started going out with Esther, I had this really weird thing happen. So like on our third date or so, I was like, I have to tell her about Rooster Teeth. I have to tell her about this stuff. And I was like, listen, I do this stuff on the internet, and I'm kind of famous. And she's like, yeah, right. Get out of here. I'm like, no. Listen, it's going to happen. Like, someone's going to recognize me. I just don't want you to freak out. I'm telling you right now. She's like, shut up. Get out of here. So then we went to a Starbucks to get some coffee. Literally, we walk in, and the barista's like, oh, my God, you're Gus from Rooster Teeth. She's like, how much did you pay that guy? I was like, no, this is totally just happening.
But seriously, how much did you pay that guy?
It was like $100.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I love Joel. He's one of my favorite people.
What?
But the only time Joel will ever be happy in his life is when the asteroid is broken the atmosphere and is about to hit the planet. He'll point to go, see, I told you. And then he'll be happy, truly happy for that 10 seconds before that asteroid hits.
Now, my purpose for my existence is to be there within 20 feet of Joel. Very last second ago, I remember you saying that.
Just steal that from him.
Ruin it.
Just steal that moment of pure joyous, just pure joyous completion. And it's like, I remember you saying that. And Joel wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise because the world would be over.
Man.
I remember you saying that. Oh, man. You know, I have friends who have some weird theories about how the world's going to end. One of them thinks it's going to be aliens. One of them thinks it's going to be aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And another one thinks that it's going to be, the polar, like the poles will, the destabilization of the...
Oh, the pole switch?
Yeah, the pole switch. And also the destruction of the ozone layer, or the ozone layer just magically is going to disappear.
Yeah, we are due for a pole shift. We just don't know how it happens. We know it happens. We just don't know if it's like gradual or sudden.
Well,
I mean, when you consider how the magnetosphere operates and, what it's shielding us from.
Right.
Yeah, let's hope it's sudden.
And just, I don't know.
Because if it's gradual, there's going to be that time there where it's just like, oh boy, solar flares can get through. Dead.
Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I read that there was some pretty convincing evidence that, I think in like the Haitian period, there were like multiple poles. Of course, I mean, that was when like everything was lava, so.
Well,
okay.
well, you do.
Right,
well,
yeah, right.
You do know that the tectonic plates back. I forget how long ago. During the deformation of Pangea, when all the masses on Earth were all together, all the land masses, Antarctica was actually on the equator at one point, and for me,
it wasn't on geologic timescales. It was very recent that Antarctica, was in the midst of like. There are all kinds of fossils in Antarctica.
Yep.
So it wasn't that long ago that it was close enough to the equator to have all kinds of stuff running across it.
And also, you see representations of Antarctica, and it's this gigantic ice mass. But looking at the actual land mass of it, you see it's like an archipelago actually.
Yeah, archipelago.
Archipelago, and it's just it's amazing to me to think about millions upon millions of years ago that's what the Earth was, that's how the Earth was and everything. It's just baffling to me.
Weirder is that, what is that, the Pyrrhus-Rias map or whatever?
Probably.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically that map of Antarctica, but the landmass, not the ice over it.
Yeah.
And they're like, how they know what it looked like under the ice? Because
they're able to deduce it sonically. Because they're able to test the vibrations, how deep does the ice go?
Well, I'm pretty sure the map was created before, Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Besides, the Sonic is rubbish. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't work on wood.
I'll prove you wrong, sir.
God,
give me your guitar.
No. My guitar's been through enough, all right? I'm wanting to just leave it be.
Let's go through more.
Okay.
Okay, I love how Micah shows up in the scientific discussion start. I don't know. I think it's interesting.
That is interesting.
All right, so...
Here we are.
RTAA number 100.
The podcast king. Give a little bit of context here for Micah. Gus Sorolla, he is always touted himself as like the king of the podcast because he's always on the podcast set. Yep. He's always the one.
He's sort of running the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems kind of grumpy.
Yeah. He is grumpy.
Oh yeah.
He is grumpy.
He'd go to Mars out of spite.
Yeah. He's told Gavin that.
Yeah. Just go to Mars out of spite.
Out of spite, Mother Hubbard.
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
You have? Oh, well, you're not the only one.
There's no government on Mars.
Well, there you go.
Not yet.
The best.
you realize as soon as people get there, it's like, all right, let's set up a government.
And you'll just be like,
and you're just like, well, there's only going to be one person left on Mars, and it's going to be
exactly me. Then you could be left the hell alone to do whatever the hell you wanted.
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
like,
Ford,
look, I had these
I
special bullets made. They contain the oxygen necessary to induce combustion, just so I can stop this from happening.
And also, I could see you forging swords from asteroids that have hit Mars, go into the crater, dig it out, and then forge a sword. And it's just like a Martian sword. I'm gonna cut you.
I mean, I'm just saying,
I respect this. This is amazing.
Edgar Rice Burroughs, that was a big thing.
Yeah, there you go.
The Princess of Mars trilogy and stuff.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right, but so the podcast king. This is pretty great.
Yeah. So
here, let's do it.
Here we go.
Let's just get in there.
I told you not to interrupt me again, Joel. This is what happens when you mess with the king, baby.
All hail King Gus.
So, like I was saying,
Really
I had
enthusiastic
the
there,
Tyrannosaurus
Bernie.
Rex in a headlock. It's about to finish him off when suddenly... God damn it, Joel. What now?
He said you're not wearing your crown.
How do you know?
Yeah, he's saying since you don't have your crown on, you're not the true king and you don't have any power over us.
Oh, come on. He said 2 words.
He also said it's time we rise up and revolt. No more oppression! No more oppression! No more oppression! No more oppression!
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Yep.
I have
like
the
where this is
crown.
going.
I swear. I think I just left it in my office.
No more oppression!
that's you, Micah.
An infinite hall.
Of course, I've never claimed to be leader or
Yeah.
king of this thing.
Okay.
Oh gosh, dark chocolate.
Oh,
no.
Hey, sugar. How about a dance?
No thanks. Where am I exactly?
You're in Dark Chocolate's world now, baby. Have you met the girls? This is Chocolate Chip, and this one is Thunder.
Oh, so you named them? I'm just gonna go. You look like you've
Thundercats.
got a satisfied
Oh.
customer already anyway.
Please help me!
Oh, Miles.
What
Oh,
the fuck is
Miles.
going on? Any one of these could be my office. Maybe this one. Hello?
Grapes. Uh-oh.
Hello?
I know whose brain this is. Yes!
Huh. I always thought it'd be smaller.
Thought
Hello
it'd be
there. Do you work here? Do you know where I am?
Me? It's your brain.
What? It is?
Man, this is fucked up.
Always thought it'd be bigger.
So how did this go down the actual
Everything's
podcast?
so
This actually
No, this is just a
this
skit.
is just a skip.
Monty.
Oh,
Monty.
Monty. Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Gusbot 3000.
What the? Access denied. You are not supposed to see this. Yet.
Yet.
Well, that was weird. Alright, I got a good feeling about this one.
Why is he?
That's Gus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Why is he what?
Why is he naked in that little picture
Don't
on
ask.
his desk?
Where the fuck is my office?
That's a running joke.
That's baby.
Hey, look, it's Barbara. Everyone's favorite.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Barbara.
Jeff? Is that you?
Of course it's me, buddy. Who else would it be?
I don't have to tell, to be honest.
You ready to go on our double date?
Double date? With who?
With these 2 fantastic ladies.
Hi, I'm Dom, and I'm cunt.
Two things.
No.
Goat.
Oh! Seriously? This is getting ridiculous.
I know, man. This grass tastes like shit.
I'm never gonna find my office.
Gee, complain more. At least you're not tied to this one spot.
I don't need a talking goat to put my life in perspective. Just shut the fuck up.
Wait, don't go. I can help you.
Kinda
You said you were
sounds
looking
like
for an
strong
office, right?
bread.
I was just in one.
Actually,
There was a
kind
shiny
of.
crown.
Actually, that's
Tasted like the
Shannon. He
worst
sounds
grass
just like the
crown.
the
I need
camp
that.
bus
Which
driver
way's the
from
office?
the camp.
Well, I'm not too good with directions. It's a goat
No
thing.
running.
It's a goat thing.
But if you emancipate me from this stake, I'll show you the way.
Emancipate.
Okay.
That's better. I'm not used to
just
standing on my
flies.
feet for so long. Or ever, really. Let's go.
Whatever you say, talking magical goat.
Okay, this is it.
Are you sure about this?
Yep. My goat instincts tell me so.
Finally, my crown.
No.
The fulcrum.
The fulcrum. I should have known it was you.
Yes, 'tis I, the missing piece of the world.
This is me.
And my evil pet, Flatbush
You are
the platypus.
Percy the
Trademark.
platypus.
Give
Dang
me
it!
my crown,
Dang it! He ate the
Never.
hamster.
I am the new ruler of the podcast land.
You were the one who locked me up. You're a jerk, you know that?
I don't care. I'm king now, and that entitles me to be a jerk now. Bow before me, subjects. Bow and be subjected.
I'll never bow down to you.
So be it. I'll deal with you two myself. Flatbush, attack!
My eyes!
Flatbush
Prepare
the
to
platypus.
die,
Yep.
fool! Hey, no fear. Not the face, not the face.
Not the face, not the face. Yeah. Us.
Oh.
Yep.
Goat, help me! Get him off! I'm just a magic talking goat. What can I do? Don't you have any other magic powers? Let's see. Not bad. Did it? Yeah, thanks for your help, goat. You're the best. Hey, no problem. I think we both learned today that, whoa.
Behold, I am the pizza god. You have freed me from my imprisonment. As a reward, you may have the hand of my beautiful daughter, Princess Pepperonella. You will marry and rule the land of pizza together, ushering in a new era of peace and happiness.
Sweet. It's good to be the king. So tasty. Oh, come here. Yeah.
Okay.
Sacrilegious. Sacrilegious.
Jesus.
Anyway.
That was something.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Gus.
Good times.
Okay. First off, let me just say this. I remember when that first came out, I thought it was going to be like a legit episode from a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, then boom, it's just like, whoa.
You're just like, what?
What? That's a bit odd. And then eventually the short unfolded, and I was gonna say, Micah, you I could see actually a bit of you in this because of your revolt against your constant revolt against government.
No more oppression. He
No
said like
more
2
oppression.
words.
So
that's you.
That is you.
Yep.
I did like the goat when he said emancipation from this stake, but I heard state.
Emancipation from this state.
I was like,
wow.
I like that goat.
That goat that's a cool goat. Jeez Louise. So yeah, this was interesting getting back to these.
Man.
These were the Rooster Teeth animated adventures. What would have been 95 through 100, but instead was
96 through 100.
Or 96 through
and
100.
The lost episode.
Yeah,
an internet conversation.
So yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yep.
So
We did it.
We did it, guys. We got back to this, and we can't wait to hear what you all have to say. Let us know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out the original videos that are listed in the description.
Yep.
And until next time, everyone, we will see you all later. Take care.